So sometimes less is more is what you're saying.
The one mistake that I am seeing a lot of sellers making right now, because everybody wants to get the most money for their house possible.
Mhm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I know I've talked to some people that criticize that, but there's nothing wrong with trying to get full value for a house, whether or a car, or you just want to sell your cell phone. You want to get what it's worth out of it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of times what people are doing right now is they're trying to get just a little bit more for their house, and so they want to start high and work low, and that strategy's okay as long as you're aggressive. The problem is the market's sliding down a little bit, and so if you're
Mhm.
just sliding down right behind the market, you're always gonna be behind the market, and ultimately, you're gonna get a lot less for your house because eventually you're just gonna have to leapfrog in a big way, and you've chased the market down for, um, a few months, but if you start out listing for the right price right out of the gate, ultimately, you will actually get more for your money. You will actually sell it for more. But
And that seems counterintuitive, but it does when you sit back and think about it. When you put your best foot forward, where you
yeah,
get that immediate, kind of interest and all that stuff, yeah, you probably will get an offer faster. And typically, if you get an offer in the first week, it's going to be people are going to be aggressive, going, "Ooh, it's only been on the market for a week. I need to put my best foot forward as
yeah,
well." But if it's been on for 60 to 90 days, then people are like, "Well, what's wrong with the house?"
right.
Or, "Ooh, I could really get a deal." And then they don't put their best foot forward. So sometimes less is more is what you're saying.
Yeah. And like this couple that's moving to Kentucky, what I told them is I was like, we need to be aggressive right out of the gate. Even though you have a little bit of time, if the market's sliding down, it's going to continue to slide down for the next 2 or 3, 4 months. You don't want to wait for 4 months because the market's going to be lower than it is today. And
Mhm.
so sometimes we just get aggressive today, get something under contract and get the house sold